everyone, it's Kim Redding with Denton, and I'm about to go in to see Dan at Dan's Silverleaf. If you've never been here, please make sure to look them up. We've seen amazing talent here. Personally, we've loved seeing Lincoln Durham, American Aquarium, Isaac Hopkins. We've seen a lot of people that we know are phenomenal musicians. Also, Giovanni and the Hired Guns are coming. If you haven't checked them out, please look them up. So there's a lot going on here at Dan's Silverleaf, so make sure to tune in and watch the interview. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, it's Kim Redding with Denton, and I'm here with Dan at Dan's Silverleaf. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
So if you don't know Dan's Silverleaf, you need to find out what it is. It is a wonderful place to listen to music. It's nostalgic, it's part of Denton, and it's been here for a long time. So how long have y'all been here?
We've been in this particular location since 2002. We just had our 20-year anniversary.
Wow.
But prior to this place, I had a place over on the other side of town, over on Elm Street, called Dan's Bar.
Right.
That was in existence since '95 till about 2001.
Wow, you've been here a long time.
It has. I've been doing it for a while, yes.
Well, tell me about the music. So you bring in all different types of genres. So you have been bringing music in for over 20 years.
Right.
Okay, so what kind of music do you bring in?
Well, at the old place, it started out, it wasn't even a music venue. It was kind of like an oyster bar, actually. And then I'm sure anybody who started a bar in the Denton area has found that if you have any kind of public space, musicians ultimately are going to approach you about playing in that space.
Correct.
And so we put a little stage in there because everybody was, asking me to play, and we started out with jazz because of the proximity of the, UNT, one of the finest jazz schools in the world, obviously.
Obviously.
And so a lot of people would just start playing there, and then literally word spread, and more people started coming, and I got to the point where if I saw an artist at another club, I'd ask them to play, and Mary Cuccifello being a good example. She started playing, and then Brave Combo, Joe Pat Hennon, just a bunch of people started playing, and it just kind of organically grew to the point where, all kinds of folks were playing.
And I think that's the best way to have something grow, is to be organic and everything. Because, like I told you, I've been here with Lincoln Durham, American Aquarium, Isaac Hopkins. There's a lot of, the cool thing about it, it's intimate, like we talked about, but it has these wonderful people and talented musicians that come in. So, and it
we're
sounds
extremely fortunate in that regard. I mean, it's literally some of the finest musicians in the world who graced our stage. I mean, everybody from Chad Wackerman, who played drums with Frank Zappa, to Eddie Gomez, who was bassist with Bill Evans and stuff. I mean, I gotta admit, I'm kind of freaked out sometimes to realize the talent that's on the stage. It's really cool. We've been very fortunate. Well,
and that's what I think too. Like the nostalgia here that you've developed with here and your partners, that you said that you're very fortunate to work with. It's just such a cool venue, and I want people to learn more about it. So if they were to find out who's playing, and I know you have your marquee outside, but how do they find out information about you?
Well, I had mentioned earlier that I'm fortunate to have a group of younger folks that are my partners now, and in addition to our marquee and the old school website and posters, that kind of stuff, they are way more versed in social media than I am. I am a Luddite to the extreme. I just do not. I'm easily confused by anything computerized or anything like that.
I get it.
But and so these guys are just so on top of all that stuff that it's that is one of the refreshing aspects of having younger people around you. It's they know so much about this stuff that I don't have any idea, and so it's really easy for me just kind of all right, y'all, you take care of that.
I mean, the people and the relationships that you developed, I like that it's intertwined. We have new, we have, mixed, and so we have all different, it reaches everybody, even from the jazz, like you said. I mean, just the UNT program is just amazing, and it's known for the music, and it's nice that you're plugged in, that some people aren't, that are newer, are not plugged in like that. So I love that you have that connection and can still bring that here.
Yeah, our demographic is way diverse too. We depending on the bands, of course, we will have a lot of younger folks for late night shows on on a Saturday night. But we also do a lot of matinee shows on Saturdays and Sundays that usually cater to an older demographic. And we sell those out all the time. You know,
Right.
I mean, there'll be like 150 people here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
That's fantastic.
partying down. It's cool, you know, because you're done at 6:30, and you still have yeah, I know. It's you can be home watching your stories. You know,
and
at
I'm
7
like,
o'clock.
that's right up my alley. I'm good
Yeah.
with that. Okay,
We'll keep
so
an eye on the website. We do them quite a bit.
You do them? Okay, so I'll look at
Pretty
the
much every
website.
weekend.
Okay, so I'll look at the website and find out some more info on that. And then tell us your location.
We're at 103 Industrial Street, Denton, Texas.
Right.
Right off the square, east side of the square.
And it's on the corner right behind, I guess.
Basically, Industrial Street and Hickory Street
There you
is the intersection.
Okay, and then let me ask you.
76201 being the zip code.
Oh, 76201, that's perfect. Okay, so let me ask you this last question. Why Denton? Why are you here?
I've been coming here since the mid 60s. My grandparents had a ranch in Bartonville,
Right.
and I would stay with them a lot. We were living in North Dallas at the time, and all my grandpa's cronies, you know, were here in Denton. And so, I mean, since I've been 10, 11 years old, I've been coming to Denton and hanging out. And then once I grew older and started having a family, I was living in Dallas and determined that it was probably a better idea to get out of where we were.
Right.
Although we loved, you know, Lower Greenville, it's just not a really good environment. It was starting to get kind of sketchy down there. So my grandma still lived here, and there's a college town, so
You came to
decided to come here. Yeah.
Well, I can't tell you enough. We are grateful that this is an iconic place,
Oh,
and
thank you.
that you all helped build this, and you and your team are continuing to grow this and have this for our community. Music is really important in Denton, and you're part of that. So thank
Well,
you. I
no,
appreciate
thank you,
that.
Kim, for being so kind.
Absolutely. Thank you again for watching Why Denton, and please remember, as always, you belong here.